I spit Patron on this microphone. Watch out, I'm in the zone. Worth for everything I own. Life is March Madness. One mistake, then you go. Yeah, I had a stroke, but your boy still rhyming. And Fresh got love, but the squad still wildin'. Catch me in any city in the hood, we grinding.
The next topic we're going to discuss is a mixture of a lot of topics, but mainly the lightweight division. Basically, comments made by Devin Haney and the IBF giving Teofimo Lopez his mandatory. So, 1 second, technical difficulties.
Lightweight division is on fire.
Definitely. All right, we're back. And this is an article from SB Nation. And in the article, it says, after Ryan Garcia took out Luke Campbell last week, he became the mandatory challenger to Devin Haney's WBC world title. Garcia, however, made it clear that he's much more interested in a fight against Gervonta Davis, leaving Haney to look elsewhere for a notable lightweight fight. And if Garcia is currently tied up with Tank, Haney is honing in on Teofimo Lopez, whom he still doesn't regard as the undisputed light heavyweight champion. And this is a quote from Devin Haney. The main fight I want to be made is with Teofimo Lopez, all the belts, for the real undisputed king. 135 is not easy for me to make at all. I've been saying this for a while now. It's hard to make weight, but for these big fights, I'll sacrifice and stay there. But if I can't get a big fight with one of the other three, Lopez, Davis, Garcia, I'll go to 140. So that's what he had to say. And as you can see, this was tweeted by George Ferocious Cambosis. And George Ferocious Gambosis tweeted mandatory and the new because the IBF has ordered George Cambosis will order Teofimo Lopez to fight George Cambosis. And so, as you can see, this is from World Boxing News 10. So basically, Devin saying he needs a fight. He wants a fight between one of the big three, Lopez, Davis, or Garcia. And if he can't get one of those fights, he's going to move to 140. Trill Dollar Bill. And IBF is made Cambosis the mandatory for Teofimo Lopez. Trill, what's your thoughts on all that?
Well, Trill Nostradamus alluded to the fact that Devin Haney was having difficulties with this weight and will be moving to 140. That being said, poor Devin, because these fights are not gonna, I don't see him being in the play right now. I see Teofimo Lopez honoring his with the first belt he ever grabbed, right? That was the first belt he ever grabbed, was the IBF belt. So I feel like he will honor that. Ryan and Tank seem to be on a collision course with each other. And they seem like they're trying to make that fight. So it seems like Devin's going to be on the outside. So Devin should be getting ready to pack his bags and move to 140. Because I don't see him being able to stay in that 135 house with these guys. Because Devin is, you can just see it. He's going to be forcing himself. And then I don't want him to put himself, like Caden was alluding to in other videos, I don't want to see Devin put himself in a disadvantage, trying to squeeze down and stay at this weight, you know? So, look, Teofimo Lopez is not going to be at 135 for a long time neither. You know, I feel like 2 more fights, if that, and then he'll be moving up to 140. So, look, maybe they can get it on up there at 140 when they meet up there. Look, boxing is back in the low weight divisions, and I think it is very exciting. I'm for whatever. I like it. I'm with it.
All right, my man. Spirit G.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with Trill because the Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez fight could happen. You know, like honestly, I think that's way more like possible than the other two, Tank and Ryan. You know, and the reason why is because they do have that storyline of you're not a really undisputed because Devin has that belt. And we know that Eddie's cool with Devin going you know, anywhere to go get them other belts. So, you know, they can have the fight on ESPN, you know, and not to mention if Teofimo beats him, that builds his profile. So then when he's negotiating for the Tank Davis fight, he has more leverage, you know. And so I think if Teofimo's thinking about it, he might want to really consider that fight. Like, hey, you know what? Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia looking like they about to get it on. So what other options does Teofimo really have? Like, shout out to what's homeboy's name from Australia?
Cambosis.
Cambosis.
Salute to Cambosis. Nobody knows you, fam. You know what I'm saying? So we want to see the best fight the best, right? And so I think Devin has that option. And then
hold on. I don't want to cut you off. I just want to answer that. I just want to just quick question. Mm-hmm. It's cool. You can disagree with me. I just got a quick question. Do you think a Teofimo Lopez, who got the opportunity to fight for this IBF belt, they gave him the opportunity to fight for their belt, you know, and then he became undisputed, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that he would give up undisputed to fight a Devin Haney? Like he'll give up his belt to fight a Devin Haney when he's already had the belt?
No. So what I'm saying is
because this is a mandatory.
Yeah, but I know he could talk.
He will honor his mandatory.
No. What I'm saying is the IBF. I'm thinking, you know, they could be like, all right, yo, you know what? We'll let you get it on the next go around because this is for undisputed, the real undisputed. Because he only has I don't even know what he got with the WBC. Because I don't know if he really has that franchise belt that Lomachenko got, or does he have his own different type of WBC belt? So he doesn't have undisputed. I mean, he's not the undisputed lightweight champion.
He got the WBC championship. He beat the guy who won the WBC championship.
Franchise champion.
He got the email belt.
Because I thought the franchise can't be taken away from you. You know what I mean?
Elevated Teofimo Lopez to be in the franchise champion. So he has.
I'll say this: there's still that debate because it's still like, are you really undisputed? So to me, beat Devin Haney, and then you could officially be undisputed. You know, and so that's why I think Teofimo will take that fight. And Teofimo, if he's smart, he understands that's a way bigger fight than the IBF fight. You know what I'm saying? And the IBF understands that. So the IBF will be willing to be like, all right, fight Devin Haney, but immediately after Devin Haney, you have to honor this mandatory. He'll be like, all right, cool. You know? And so I think that's how it's gonna happen because like I'll be honest, Teofimo's struggling to make weight too. Like these two guys, they don't belong in no 135. You know what I mean? They definitely gotta go up to 140. So if they can have to make this happen before anything, because again, Tank and Garcia is looking like it's green light go, right? So then where leaves Devin? Unless, Devin could probably fight Lomachenko, but I don't think Lomachenko will take that fight. You see what I'm saying? So that only leaves Teofimo. And if Teofimo really wants to fight with Tank to be like, you know, a pay-per-view star or whatever, he's going to need a little bit more leverage. Devin Haney provides that leverage. And Devin Haney, although he's on with the Zone and Matchroom, Eddie's willing to let him go to wherever to make those big fights. So I think it's just going to happen. Like, I don't see Teofimo like, nah, I don't want to fight Devin Haney. I think he's going to make that fight happen. You know what I mean? And I think IBF is going to win.
Nah, I don't think he don't want to fight Devin Haney. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think
he's saying that it's not going to happen because of IBF. I think the IBF is going to
I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to honor his mandatory. These guys are going to probably get it on later on down the road, but it's probably going to be at 140.
It's gonna definitely be, you know.
All right, Ned.
I kind of agree with Trust. It's I know Teofimo spoke and his pops was speaking at Eddie Hearns saying they want to make a fight they want to fight Devin Haney, but it's just with everything going on, I don't know. I don't see it happening anytime soon. And with if Devin's struggling to stay at 135, he should just go on to a weight class where it's not that much it's not strenuous on him to forcing himself to stay at a weight class that's difficult for him. So, but I know he wants to accomplish this feat in this weight class before he moves up anyway. So I want to see the fight, but if it can't happen, I just say he might as well move up and wait and go on if he can't make that fight happen at all. So, but if it's on the table, go grab it.
It's a very interesting situation to me with Devin Haney not being able to make the weight and having to move up to 140. I think the elephant in the room is Devin Haney's high risk, low reward. That's what it all boils down to. Devin Haney can box your head off and you can lose, and it will be for like no financial gain. Exactly. You get no money for it. So that's why Ryan Garcia's like, congratulations, like you're the mandatory for the WBC. And he's like, I'd rather fight Tank.
Yeah, get some bread.
For the risk I'm going to take. And, Ryan Garcia will never say it, but he knows that Devin Haney can possibly box his head off. And so that's Devin Haney's speed for speed. That's a toss-up, right? Ryan Garcia probably has more power, right? But power means nothing when it's difficult to land the shot. I'd say it's going to be a lot harder for him to find Devin Haney than it will be for him to find Tank, right? And then Devin has better reach than Tank, and Devin, I think, is faster than Tank. Doesn't hit harder than Tank, but remember, you can avoid slower, harder shots. Now, Devin's going to be timing you counter. There's different issues that come with fighting Devin Haney that I don't think Ryan Garcia really wants right now. And plus, he understands that, like, wait, let me get this straight. You want me to fight the shorter, slower dude and make more money? Give me that fight. Like, so that's what I think is going on in Ryan Garcia's decision. You have Teofimo Lopez, who's like, so let me get this straight. I could fight Devin Haney and get a title that I already have credit as having anyway, as being the WBC franchise champion. When they talk about Teofimo Lopez, they call him undisputed. In fact, Teofimo Lopez just made merch. His merch doesn't say, franchise champion. It says undisputed. Teofimo Lopez is selling undisputed shirts right now. So everyone, if you like Teofimo Lopez and you want, go to his website and get your undisputed merch. Vasily Lomachenko didn't lose the belt in the ring. Vasily Lomachenko let the belt go because he didn't want to fight Devin Haney, probably for the same reasons that I'm bringing up right now. High risk, low reward. Let me fight Teofimo instead, because he probably felt like Teofimo was the easier fight and he could beat Teofimo Lopez. And if he already had the WBC franchise, he can say, well, you can consider me undisputed or not. I have all these belts, right? Well, it just so happens Lopez won. Lopez is elevated, and now they're calling Lopez the undisputed champion. So another fight that he'd make more money is a rematch with Vasily. A rematch with Vasily will generate more money than fighting Devin Haney. So I think Devin Haney's just out of luck in the 135-pound division because these guys can all make more money fighting each other than fighting him. And I truly believe he's probably the most dangerous fighter skill-wise for every single one of them. So he's in a situation where he's high risk, low reward. But the problem with moving up to the 140-pound division is I don't think he's going to get a shot at a title.
Yeah.
You have Jose Carlos Ramirez and you have Josh Taylor, all promoted by Top Rank. Mm-hmm. And these two guys are talking about fighting each other for undisputed.
And that leaves Teofimo Lopez in the driver's seat to get one of these guys once he moves up to 140 because he's with Top Rank.
Exactly. So you have Teofimo Lopez seen as undisputed, although we see the WBC champion Devin Haney right here, right? People are gonna put Teofimo Lopez face there with the franchise under it, so people see Teofimo Lopez as undisputed at 135. Josh Taylor or Jose Carlos Ramirez becomes undisputed at 140. Top rank, undisputed light weight fights the undisputed super lightweight champion. And where does Devin fall in the mix? At 140. So I think Devin is in a really tough situation where he's going to be damned if he do, damned if he don't. He needs to figure out a way to generate some buzz and quickly, because it's not looking good for him. If this is a game of chess, Teofimo Lopez got 135 locked down on him, and he got 140. He got next at 140. Whoever becomes the undisputed champion there, and Devin Haney, only hope really is to get a fight with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tate Davis, but they're picking each other. So
unless
Ryan grabbed that vacant IBO belt, you know
but Eddie just has to throw the bag at Teofimo, like, yo, we'll make the fight. We'll give you X amount of dollars.
But I don't think Eddie's gonna. I don't think that Eddie's in a position. He want Devin to win, right? He want Devin to win. Eddie's a good guy, he want Devin to win. But I don't think he wants him to win on the expense of him losing bread. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez ain't signed to DAZN.
That's why
Bob Arum's not giving Teofimo Lopez to Devin Haney. Look at the way he operates, dog. It's not his modus operandi. He's not gonna give this dude. He's a star maker. He's not giving him to him. He's gonna do exactly what we just said. He's gonna let Teofimo Lopez fight Kambosos,
and
Josh Taylor and
Ramirez
are gonna fight each other. The winner of that fight is going to get Teofimo Lopez. When he moves up, it's going to be undisputed versus undisputed, and bang. That's what he's going to do, bro.
And if somebody becomes 2-time undisputed champion.
This is chess, not checkers.
For Devin, man.
That's it is. Poor Devin. Please like and subscribe.
Now, wait, one thing before you close, brother. Devin, I got it for you. This is what you should do. The only thing you can do, what everyone else does when they're desperate, call out Manny Pacquiao. Go ahead.
please like and subscribe. Yo, that's not bad. It hasn't
been.
Hasn't been the first 135 pounder to move to 147. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. This can go on and on. It's the Boxing Bros.
We could have been flawless, flying enough to make people's mouths drop jawless. How can 2 years be erased in 1 August? And I have my pride, so I had to get brolic. All in all, I can't call it. Just know you're my queen. Wish I was denim, cause then I'd be in your jeans. Can't fight fate, and you've been loving me since your teens. But when you can't move forward, you gotta wipe your slate clean.